It's Tuesday. It's from the barracks. Sin, you are not hiding well enough. You're not camouflaged enough. We can still see you. I am Joker for Players Wanted. With me's the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappa, Virtue from Sinistar Constructions. And down below is Buck. So we have somebody in the chat that says fan of wanted players.
I,
Hello,
I
welcome
mean,
everybody. We're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff here tonight. We're definitely going to be talking a lot about so what gear you guys should do. Thanks very much, fan of wanted players. We appreciate that you love our vids. We're going to be bringing more out. Unfortunately, there was like a little bit of a delay last week for a lot of the stuff they were doing because of a little storm called Ian that did a lot of damage, and I like yesterday and today was the first 2 days I stayed home the entire time. So the entire day, not dealing with hurricane related relief efforts and all that. Thank you very much. Um, the main topic tonight is how do you do? I do great. Same with you. Hey, what's up, Mike? We missed you yesterday. Um, we're gonna be talking about what gear should you guys get. Like what's especially if you're starter gear or anything else. What's the next new thing? We're looking forward to. Sin sent me something I'm gonna have to watch while we do some of our talks and all that stuff, so I could try to get somewhat up to date on this. Um, and we're gonna talk about some events and all that. So before we jump into all that, man, I want to see if I can find that video. Yesterday was an interesting day of airsoft. It was like the first day that it was funny because I was the chill one yesterday. I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming. After seeing all the destruction uh, over like the people running around and doing shit, I was just like, you know what, whatever. You know what I did? I channeled my inner Sin. It was, dude. When I say I channeled you, it wasn't even funny. I was just like, whatever. Like arguments and fights were breaking out, and like the one ref came up to me. He said, he goes, what did he say? He goes, what were you yelling about? I was like, I didn't yell at anybody. What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, there was yelling in Spanish. I was like, oh, that wasn't me. I don't speak Spanish. I was like, oh, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. um, but it was just for me. It was a great day of airsoft. Now, um, I'm gonna try to find. Oh, where the hell is it? Okay, this is the one I got to load up. Um, I got to find like two videos to show you guys. I did do something I feel really bad for yesterday. Um, and it wasn't anything that I intended to do.
hmm
It just happened. So I'm going to play this first, and then I'm going to talk about, this guy, and then I got to delete this video and put another one up.
You okay?
Bruh.
So, all right, cool, right? Um, hopefully this one uploads fast. And then I got to try to find the rage video one.
So, like,
It's gonna take me 2 seconds. Go ahead.
how did he even end up in that position? Like,
He
was
was.
that a failed
I was.
slide?
He came running across, and then I shot at him, and he went down to slide, and he just stopped. But then this is what happened after.
Yikes!
Ow.
Let me. So that's one reason why I want to start talking about this while I find the other videos, because we can talk about the other stuff later. What gear should you get? All right, Restream's pissing me off right now. Come on, what the hell? I mean, fuck, stop. Can you guys see this at all or no?
No, it's showing black screen to me.
there. Can you see that?
I see black.
Fuck. Mm.
Restream having an aneurysm again today.
I guess I'll just have to do it the other hard way. All right. I don't know if anybody else can see it or not.
Can anybody in chat see that, or is it actually blank to you guys?
Well, somebody said ouch. Somebody said, oh my God. Bug sent something, but he's got no sound. Actually, he can see your comments there, fan of players wanted. We all can see it. It's blank. All right. I'll just pull it up this way.
It's blank. Yeah, it's Restream's having an aneurysm, guys. It's about that time again.
Yep. Here.
But Ear Pro.
Yeah, there we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Right.
That's definitely an Ear Pro situation. I generally recommend anybody that slides a lot or attempts to slide gets Ear Pro, and people laugh about it. But when you're sliding, you're literally coming across at most people's ready height.
So, I am pretty accurate. This is one reason why I use comms. This is one reason why the mesh mask that goes all the way around my ears. I like to protect my ears because I don't want this to happen to me. And it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. I just accidentally plugged them there. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, in case it didn't come through clear, I'll just do the screen share on the video that it came from of what led up to it.
Oh, he laid down to try to cap you.
Tried. Mouse was right behind me. So, like one of the key things that I think that is always a requirement when you play, like one of the first things that I always want to tell people is like depending on what sort of like face protection you use, dye mask, mesh or goggles with a mesh mask and a helmet. You got to have something that protects your ears because that's all cartilage and stuff inside there. And you get somebody like me that just does a snapshot, not intending to hurt you. I mean, I wasn't intending to hurt the guy. I was literally trying my best to just, take out an enemy player. Um,
Is that Garcia? Looks like Garcia in the Facebook photo.
that's um, yeah, that's Garcia.
But yeah, no, especially if you're one of those players who likes to do like slides or like dives or get low, you gotta cover your angles, man.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of guys that I'm tough, it's just airsoft. Man, until you get a BB that actually goes in your ear, I don't want to hear about it.
It is. It's like hell in CQB environments. It's real important to protect your face. Absolutely, man. Because here's what happens, right? Um, if somebody if somebody's doing these shots and taking these shots and all that, and they're not intending to actually hurt you, and it happens. The problem is that, and I've had it happen before. Like, I've had it happen where it just pissed me off, and I'm like, why? And just to get upset about it. It's a natural reaction to get upset, and you're not trying to be mad, you're not trying to be a dick, you're not trying to cause problems. It just happens, and I realize that the sound must be coming through, so I just need to mute this. So one of the first things that I recommend to everybody is simply get your when you get your protection, make sure whatever it is covers your ears fully. I'm
I'm not
tough,
gonna
but I
lie,
got
yeah.
feels.
I was one of those I'm tough guys when I first started playing. I had a BB actually go into my ear, and I had to go to the doctor to get it removed because it went into the canal. And I next game I played with a pair of earmuffs on, like actual like fuzzy earmuffs. I learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, always protect your ears. Always protect your ears. Now, what was also interesting that came up yesterday is in regards to like some players of they were asking us questions about the various stuff that we have and all that because like one guy was like um this dude, I don't know what he had underneath his shirt. I really don't. Hold on, I think I got the video of it. I think it's this one.
Oh shit, sorry, Mouse.
I realize, first and foremost, I realize one important thing. That's not the videos I planned to show. It's from the wrong weekend.
But we do have evidence of you team killing now.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. We'll play the full thing out. This was so. I want to talk about this too a little bit. Then, if we forgot to talk about this last week, it's pretty hilarious. So, we're doing teamwork now with like Jet and Mouse, 2-man teams, right? So, um, the idea behind it is that they start to learn our instincts of what Tinker and I do. Because Tinker and I, we don't need to communicate verbally that much unless we're separating from each other to do something. So, the Tinker and I have like a silent shorthand. We just know that I'm going to be going left center. He's going to be going right center. So he's covering that side. I'm covering this side. And typically, I only have theoretically the thing about it is that the only marks you would see would be on my center chest around the padded area because I would always be watching my sides, and I would get hit there. However, um, Mouse and Jet don't know this yet. So we like, all right, well, for 2 games, so once for each side, Jet would run with Tinker, and I would take Mouse, and then we'd swap. So for every 2 games, they swap over. Um, Now, Mouse is so small. It's one of the reasons why she's named Mouse. I use my peripherals a lot when I'm playing. So if I glance back, I'm just using my peripheral vision to see if somebody's actually behind me. And usually, for some whatever sixth sense that I have, I know who it is or who it isn't, or I just catch enough because of my ADHD brain. It's great. However, when I look back, Mouse is so good at tucking in small, I don't see her. So Mouse was supposed to follow me, and this happened.
Oh shit, sorry, Mouse. Mouse, you're dead. Mouse, you're dead. Mouse, you're dead. I'm so sorry.
So he's gonna go away. There it goes. So I just didn't see her behind me, and she ran right behind me, right in my blind spot. And I knew that guy in the pistol in all black was gonna shoot me. He was gonna come out blazing. He was gonna come out. He was gonna take me out, and I'm like, nah, bruh, not gonna have it. And yeah, so I accidentally shot Mouse because I didn't realize she was exactly right behind me, and it was funny. Um, so I don't know because I want to address some of it. Last week also we had the the guy that was a massive cheater. I don't know if I put that one up there. What did we talk about 2 weeks ago? I forget.
I love how you expect me to remember things. Yeah, we shared the video of the one guy that's like blatantly cheating, and you told him he'd have to pay you to see the GoPro footage.
Oh, we did. All right. So all right. So ponytail dude, right? Um, so all right. Let me just pull that video up because that one's funny. Thank you. Can I get an iced tea, please? Can you give me some iced tea, please? All right, hold on, video. Come on, man. Give me a second, Buck. I see you just came back in. I need to click on the video before I can let you back in. Thank you. All right. What the hell? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this thing is all messed up right now. What the? Come on, it's not working. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah,
Mm,
I can hear you.
Jet disappeared again. Okay. There he is. Buck disappeared again. All right. Nothing like a player wanted a live stream if there wasn't some technical difficulties. Yeah, the cheaters is 2 shot out. That guy. Um, so this was the video from. Is it still processing? That's still uploading. It's still processing. So he posted a video up. I posted a video up, or he was like, "Oh well, show me the video. Show me the GoPro." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, you're gonna have to pay to ride this ride. You're gonna be I'm gonna have you. You're gonna have to watch it on YouTube or whatever, right?" Oh, come on, damn it! I've exceeded the number of video clips.
Sounds like you need to clear some out.
It's. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to be getting a different service here. I just got to go through and test to see which one will work. So there it is. It's this one that's
Badass.
operating now. Anyways, yeah, your audio is a little jacked, but it works. So there's like 2 things I got to pull up. I'm searching for both of them. You would think I'd be ready, but guys, the hurricane hit, and immediately on Wednesday I went over to start assisting with helping with recovery efforts. Wednesday I went over there, brought a pallet and a half of water, and a lineman actually flooded out my engine on my truck. Part of it was actually the fault of Jiffy Lube, because when they did my oil change, they didn't do my truck correctly, and it was just a massive level of frustration. So every single day for the last week, when I'm going over to Fort Myers, Cape Coral, that area to do the things I need to do, I'm either taking the Battle Bug 2.0 or I'm taking I'm taking the my Navigator. So it was like every other day, because the Navigator doesn't have AC right now. And it was depending on what I was doing for that day, whether I was going to go help and do stuff or if I was carrying water. I could carry some water, but yeah. So I've just been a little bit fried.
Just pew-pews.
All right.
Cheater.
So I'm trying to find. All right. So this happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what the fuck? Did you walk out with a camera?
Cover the left side. Cover the right side. I got the left. Really, bro? I shot you again.
You didn't hit me, dude.
Yes, I did.
Look at your GoPro. You didn't hit me.
Yeah, you know, that's why I got you already on cheater cam before. Yeah.
Okay, that just happened.
All right. So yeah. So the beautiful part about it was when he put his hand up to start walking back to respawn, and he came back into play, right? Well, his buddy, which I'm going to give him some shout outs. I mean, the guy was actually pretty good at playing and everything else. And it's like, I never had a problem with this guy, but this is his video from Wednesday. And did you all catch that? Here, let's slow it down a little bit. See that BB bounce right off his ass? Let's watch it right there. Bounces right off of his ass. See that? So team kills count at Miami Airsoft. All hits count except for ricochets and gun hits. So he says that he does that, and then later on in the video, he's like, "I don't understand." He does this. This is like the stupid shit that I have a problem with this guy, right? Um, oh wait, why does he have to argue so much? All he does is argue. This same dude also takes off his iPro on the field all the time.
I always find generally the guys that argue the most, the guys that cheat the most.
And what they were mad about was the fact that, I mean, like, this guy was actually cool. He's a good player. It's hard to go up against him because the guy that took the video, he's a strong player. He's fast. He's agile. He's got some pretty good shot. He takes some pretty good shots and all that, and his gun hits pretty well. So he's really good. Um, he they play he plays well. This ponytail. We've had multiple things of him cheating, and it's incredibly frustrating because of it. So when it comes down to like that, I just wanted to point out that even if he didn't call my hit, he still he still cheated because he didn't call team kill that happens. So yeah, you're not right in any way, shape, or form, bud. So
Yeah, we can see your chat, guys. It's just on a delay.
yeah, there's a little bit of a delay it's held back by about I want to say what, like about a minute and a half delay, something of that nature. Um, so all right. So when it comes down to gear to buy, what is the besides the mesh mask or lower face protection that covers your ears and your goggles? What is the next thing that you would say is almost mandatory for you to have?
I mean, outside the obvious of iPro, um, to be completely honest, like absolutely have to have is good footwear, in my opinion. I would say outside of the obvious, you need iPro, you need face protection, ear pro, good footwear would be my next category. I've seen so many kids come out in sneakers, slip, slide, skid across the floor because they can't stop quick enough. Good comfortable sneakers that have or with traction. Um, yeah, also gloves, diesel. But for me personally, I would say footwear over gloves because there's guys I've seen showing up in Crocs, which are not a closed toe shoe. Um, it's right there.
Better. You
Uh,
don't get better. Not all
yeah,
Your
some
audio.
games. Yeah, your audio sounds like you're in a tunnel. Dead rag, red rag, yeah, they're a good thing to have, but they're not required in a lot of fields. Some fields just use the hand rule.
Yeah, like Miami Airsoft just uses the hand rule. So
But generally, I say good footwear. And honestly, if you're balling on a budget, go to Walmart, go to the service site where they sell the shoes for like service cooks. those things have some of the best traction and ankle support you're ever going to find because they're designed for people to spend hours on their feet. His buck is currently playing out. Um, they're inexpensive and they're a great thing to get started. You don't need to go out and buy $300-400 combat boots, especially if you're not used to them. You end up wrecking your ankles. Um, but good footwear with ankle support, coverage, and traction are like right up there. Aces Venture mid tops. All right, Buck would definitely be up there for me. Gloves come in next for me, whether it be cold weather or hot weather, but gloves with good knuckle protection.
So the Titan Ops tactical gloves that are on Amazon, they're only like 25 bucks and they're really, really good. They hold up really well. They have all the colors of the rainbow that you guys might need. So, I mean, I would definitely check those out.
Wow, yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, so check those out. Also, again, if you're balling on a budget, Walmart mechanics gloves, the ones with the rubberized fingers on the outside, the skeletonized ones.
If
They're
Mhm.
you need a
inexpensive and they do the job.
good,
They're not going to last forever, but they work.
if you there's
Your audio,
like to keep
your
your hands
audio's
warm.
cutting. Your audio's
Like,
just cutting. I don't know what's up with your audio tonight.
yeah, it sounds like you're gargling. But yeah, Joker pointed out these Titan Ops gloves. They look inexpensive. They're fairly good. Um, I try to tell people all the time, don't go full operator and get the fingerless gloves right out the gate because there's a rule of Murphy that applies to airsoft. If you get fingerless gloves, you will be shot in those fingertips every time. Anybody that's
Every single time.
and anybody that's been playing for a while knows what I'm talking about. You will not be shot in your hands at all until you put those gloves on.
And then you'll get shot 3 times in the span of 1 minute into the same nail.
Um,
Um, that's all right, guys. Hey, we always encourage people over. All right. So the video I'm trying to find next is of um it's of some cheaters that we had a problem with in the past, um, and causing problem at a field. Uh, this guy's gonna become snipers all of a sudden. We what the hell?
I mean, the worst. I gave the kid credit; he tried, but it was still the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You guys know those giant like latex dish gloves, like you use to do dishes. There's a kid running around with those on his hands, and they worked, but his hands got so sweaty, and he was like, "They were $5," and I was like, "That's cool." Even when you're balling on a budget, don't go that cheap, man. What's up, Tubbs?
What's up, Tubbs? Um,
The
so
other gloves that are really great, if you can get your hands on them, they're depending on Amazon, motorcycle gloves because they have hardened knuckles and fingers because they're designed to prevent skid protection. You can sometimes find really cool ones, like I think ILM makes a pair that are glow in the dark. So if you're one of those speedy boys, or if you're one of those guys that wants to break the mold with your kit and do something different, there's a ton of varieties. I found a pair of LED ones for like $20. Um, and they actually lasted for quite a while until I accidentally threw them in the wash.
so the Titan Up ones that I put up there that I told you about, I love those gloves because you can throw them in the wash. They last a long time. With as much as I play, you all know I play airsoft at least once a week. Some areas I'm playing 2 to 3 times a week. Um, it, it's it's a hell of a lot of fun and all that, but the they last me about a year. The green fade just a little bit. The brown stay pretty on point and all that, so that's not too much of a problem. So and they're worth it. I mean, it's hard knuckles and everything else, so it holds up really really well.
Yeah, those are the ones I was talking about. The Mechanics Impact ones. They're generally cheap at Walmart or AutoZone, really enough. Um, but they work amazingly well.
Well, that's right. Damien was there that day. Yeah, so those are good. Um, they work well. I've never had a problem with them. So the next thing that I think is always the level of contention or level of the biggest debate of what do you wear your pouches and shit on? Do you go plate carrier? Do you do chest rig? Do you do battle belt? Um, I think that if you guys are playing for like the first time, I'll it's Buck's gone again. Um, I think it's one of the first thing almost everybody goes with is a plate carrier, which is not a problem. It also depends on where you're playing at. So, for example, if you play at Miami Airsoft, um, that's it gets hot fast. So you might, if you're getting a plate carrier, that's great. Just understand that you're probably going to have some issues with the heat and everything else. And that's one of the biggest things that they don't breathe too well, right? Like at all. So you could have some problems. So cheat rig for big dudes.
I mean,
So and again, chest rigs or plate carriers you can get those on Amazon nonstop. They're cheap enough. They're easy. You can get them, pick them up, like for $40 or whatever, and they actually hold up pretty well. The next thing
yeah,
is a chest rig.
the
Not,
Yokita, however you pronounce it. I've been running one of those for 2.5 years, and it's outlasted my cry.
I don't even. When I was playing, I didn't even have one of those. I had like a freaking no name one that came off of Amazon. The two different sides, the ones that's a full on, they go over it, it has the side coverings and everything else, and the ones that just have the straight vest style. Um, both worked well for me for a while, but what I found was it was just adding useless weight, and that was just like a frustration factor to me.
Yeah, I get that. And a lot of it comes down to where you're playing, how you're playing, and what you're playing with. So, like, I generally recommend if you're running, say, sniper build outdoors, battle belt. There's no need to have all that extra crap on you. If you're running an LMG with a box mag, either a battle belt and say an H harness, because again, there's no need to bring a plate carrier for running the saw. If you're running in gunning, keep it light and fast.
Like me, I live by my battle belt and H harness.
Light
Um,
and fast.
yeah,
I run a plate carrier when I'm sniping because I'm a weirdo and I like to get low to the ground and it protects my chest. Um, I don't recommend it. If you're planning on camping and breaking out like a lawn chair and some marshmallows like I do, yeah, the plate carrier is great. It's a chest pillow. But ideally, if I'm gonna be moving a lot, it's battle belt and run. If you're playing in cold weather, yeah. I generally tell everybody this: if it's your first time playing, do not run a plate carrier and do not run fake plates if you happen to just have a plate carrier. Get used to being hit, get used to the sound of you being hit before you start adding in that extra layer of padding because you're just going to piss off everybody else on the field because you're not used to that sound of impact. Again, this
correct.
comes one of those things. If you played for a while, you know what it sounds like when you get hit.
Exactly. Um, so the good thing about the battle belt with H harness is that you drop weight, so it's a little bit more mobile. You typically be a little bit faster, and you have a lot more flexibility in your body. Uh, all right, man. Buck, I know you're trying to join in here. I'll try adding you right now. See what happens. Speak, Buck. Speak. No, nope, he's gone. All right, whatever. Um, Kydex battle belt. I actually have the Condor one, and it's not bad. I actually upgraded the actual belt portion. I like the padding that was on the back and all that. It really helped out a lot. Um, so it's one of those cool things to go on there, and plus it also has a lot of space that I could put a lot of a lot of pat like a lot of the
Yeah, I cheat. So if you're not familiar with the Cobra battle belts,
This happened.
it's got the outer lining, and then it has an inner lining that's Velcro that goes around. So literally, this just Velcros to your body and then locks into place. But that's my belt setup. Right now, it's set up badly so that I can run every gun I normally run without changing my belt. So it is definitely not optimized. I mean, it's got M4 mag pouches, pistol mag pouches, 308 mag pouches, because I'm lazy and I
That's
don't want
weird.
to have to set everything up over and over again.
Yeah, I have mine set up just one way also, and I actually have 3 different belts set up. I have green, black, and tan. Typically, you all see me running my tan one because that's the one I just use the most. Um, so, um, so that's like the key thing I recommend. Like for me, I actually tried running my dye mask yesterday, and I don't like it. Um, I
What?
didn't.
What?
I
What? No
can't breathe.
lightning? No lightning striking him? What? What?
I can't breathe. That's the biggest
In
factor.
the die?
I can't. It's because it's all right here on my face. It's like right here. So it's like on my mask, the air just goes right out because it's so perforated and through the mesh. I mean, so y'all can see.
Did you? I'm curious as to how your padding is set up.
It really just boils down to just the flow of air is getting to the front and it's going right back in my face. Remember, I breathe pretty heavy when I run. I'm a big fat guy. Um, Fat guy likes to run.
Yeah, because
What?
there it is. Because like on mine, they make extra. Oh no, camera's over here. They make extra thick padding that
Mhm.
raises it up off of your face to gives your mouth a bit more room. I have noticed that the difference between the i5s and the i4s, this is why I run the i4, is they sloped it down a bit more for some reason on the i5. I don't know which one you're running.
I'm running I had the i5,
Yeah,
but
so
I would also say that that's the problem I had when I used to run the full mass. I think it was the biggest thing when I was doing paintball and everything else was the fact that it was all up there. It's like I finally found a mass that had a lot of space to go through. Um, so
all
I
right.
just that's why I like the mesh because the mesh allows me just the unrestricted breathing essentially. You know, it's one of those things where I also had a problem with where I had a problem like when wearing a mask for COVID. It I know I'm not suffocating. I know I'm not, like, dying or anything else. It was just very uncomfortable for me to wear a cloth mask during COVID, and I think that's what a lot of other people suffered from as well. The breath is not going away far enough. So that's why I went with that's why I stick with the goggles, helmet, and mesh mask.
Goggles, helmets, mesh masks are great. Depending on where you're playing, though, if you're under 16, you have to have a one piece. You can't do separate. But if dyes are restricted for you, there's another one. I'm trying to find it right now. I want to say it's HK Army. SLR has they bring out the face like actually further than the nose. It
Okay.
looks like Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Um,
there was weird pressure points too in the dive for me. So that
was it
was,
on the cheeks?
not it was yeah, it was all up it was in this entire area.
Yeah, a lot of
So
people have that problem.
it was, it was giving me, pressure points on my face to the point where I was like, "Man, I am not having a good time right now. This is
Yeah,
hurting
I
me
don't know
quite a bit."
why they did that, Tubbs, with the i5. I tried it and I was like, "Yep, nope, sticking with the 4."
Alright. So, yesterday, like I said, going back to the stuff, I mean, I don't have the I'm trying to find the one video of the guy, some people might remember it. The guy got so pissed off and started screaming and yelling because, uh he comes around the corner and he shoots. He hits me. He misses Tinker. Tinker lights him up. And he starts screaming. And Tinker's only thing Tinker's saying is, "The guy in the tower got me, dog. The guy in the tower got me." So that, and it's also the same one where the big boy gave me this nice little scar right here by shooting me point blank in the nose. through my mesh, and the littlest gap between my mesh and my goggles nailed me right in the nose. And it pissed me off. It highly pissed me off that it happened because I shot the guy 3 times before he shot me. And so they showed up yesterday, and Tinker's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a problem." I was like, "I'm not gonna have a problem." I'm gonna have fun, and I'll just take him out. So, uh, 2 things happen. Uh, I think I have it here.
Oh, that's what it is. There's another one called the Virtue by VIO. They're paintball masks, but again, they bring the face section forward, and they make separate lowers that you can interchange for it. So if you have a big face, it's a weird system, but I like what they did with it. And I think
Alright.
they actually have an extended foam thing that brings out the foam.
Okay. So,
Okay.
here, I wanna show this one because this was yesterday. So, these guys remembered us. From the get, they actually had a problem, and they were complaining to the rest even before the game started. So there we go.
Oh shit, that was close. Yo, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Right there. You see what he did?
No, I couldn't.
So my hand's up and I'm walking, right? My hand's up and I'm walking because there's 2 things that happen at like the same time that piss me off. Um, so right there, that guy in the background, he's walking with his hand up, right? So it looks like he's out. He's on the enemy team. He ran past. I was like, okay, cool. He's hit. So I'm not looking over that way. So then I get shot and the guy's running back. And I'm like, so I'm pissed off about that. So I'm already hit. My hand's up. My hand's up in the air. And I'm moving towards, and
What the fuck, man? Come on.
look, he looks at me, see it's me, his arm moves, and he shoots me right in the leg. And he
What?
knows I'm dead.
Why?
Because a couple of months ago, they were at the field, and that's the time that the dude shot me point blank in the nose after I shooting him in his hand. That's one of his buddies. The other time that dude was hyper aggressive, yelling, screaming, and generally being a dick out on the field. So it was it was I know we're now scar buddies, right? So it was just, I'm obviously dead. I mean, if you see it in slow motion, again, you see he looks at me, and then you see his sling shift as he just goes like that and shoots me in the leg. I'm like, come on, man, and it stung, man. I mean, he left a nice little mark on my leg. I'm like,
I mean, clearly you inappropriately talked to his mom. Because,
that's a story
nobody
for
would
another
ever
day.
just do that.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. I really wish I could find the other video I'm talking about because it was the same day these guys were all having we had a massive issue with these guys. Um, just trying to
Empire
help
makes good
you.
masks too. Yeah, the Empire does make good masks. The EVS somebody talked about. My only problem is I have big ears, and it hurts after a while of being pinned back. That was my only issue with those. B4 goggles for the past 4 or 5 years. Okay. Um, Wiley X actually makes some good goggles too if you just want to go the goggle route, especially if you wear glasses.
I'm gonna find these clips and all that.
Oh, yeah, so there's a lot of options out there for good face protection. I recommend all around coverage. Um, I've seen a lot of bad options come. There's a kid that showed up in swimming goggles for sake.
The fuck was that?
That was a censor button.
Ow!
It's my anti-buck system.
It's your anti-buck system. That's hilarious. Oh, I think I found it. Don't you boo me. All right, so I found the thing that's there, and this is where I'm talking about with these guys, right? So this was their introduction to me. Share screen.
The fuck, man? See what you just did to my face? You see what you just did after I shot you in the fucking hand? No, fuck you, man.
Shall we play that back a bit? Let's play that back. Oh, I know he's right there. Twice in the hand.
The fuck, man? See what you just did to my face? You see what you just did after I shot you in the fucking hand? No.
Oh, I'm gonna find the one I want now. Because what was great about this was it was the day that Damien was at this was here this day.
Yep, you're actually right, Mike. Check your gear, your GoPro, your optic, your flashlights. I recommend getting sheet of Lexan, cutting out inserts to cover up everything. Because there's one rule: if you spent money on it and you put it on your gun, somebody's going to shoot it out.
Oh yeah. Like at Serious Viking, the guy that was screaming about his nods got shot out. Yo, man, that's $2,000 right there. Why do you have nods out on a field with no protection on them? Please, tell me, why would you do that? Why? I mean, to me, it's actually kind of amazing that people do that. If you like, if I brought like a $5,000 pair of nods out onto the field, dude, I would make sure that everything possible is protected on my gear to make sure it doesn't go. And I'll tell you right now, I would not in any way, shape, or form be bitching and complaining if if somebody shot out my damn shit because I brought out there unprotected. Neither do I.
Oh crap! There, right back.
Yeah, Tubbs, that's actually a really great suggestion. If you wear glasses, I'll wait till he comes back. But I guess I could ask the rest of you guys. For people that wear glasses to see, what is
Apparently, my food's been sitting outside for 20 minutes.
well, that's not good. My food's been sitting here for about 10 minutes. What is some of the good what is some good eye pro to wear over glasses?
So, dye, full face mask, Wiley X's, ESS, if you can get your hands on an actual decent, legit pair. But there are companies like Wiley X and a few others that make prescription inserts for your goggles. I have a pair I rock on the field that are they're sunglasses, but they're by Wiley X with the inserts in them. ESS crossbows, yep. It's hard, it's hit or miss because it depends on the shape of your glasses and the style of your glasses, whether they're actually gonna fit. Most of the time, I tell people just grab an actual full face mask to put on if you have to wear your glasses. I do know Wiley X if you're a veteran. They're veteran or active duty or law enforcement. They have a program. I think I got my prescription inserts on my Wiley X's for $20. That was including frame and everything else. It's really hard because it really depends on your glasses and your style of glasses.
I have an MRA gas mask that's appropriate for impact rated for airsoft. That sucker doesn't limit peripheral vision. Also accommodates glasses very nicely. Yes, but can people understand you?
Or do you sound like the dude from King of the Hill? What is it?
Even better. They sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown. Wah 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 wah. Let's see. Matthias runs that on our team. He plays and runs the gas mask, and it's funny because half the time we can't understand a single thing he says on the field when he's on a enemy. So what he's done recently is he has started wearing he started like today was the first time. Well, yesterday was the first time he showed up with goggles and a mesh mask. And the funny thing was there was another guy there that wore the almost identical kit. He's just like a little bit skinnier than Matthias. So it's like, you're not Matthias, you're Matthias Jr.
Twinsies.
Because he was wearing the gas mask. And of course, Matthias shows up and he's not wearing that. So it was pretty freaking hilarious. So, all right. So is there any other? Oh, I found it. I found the video. That's mostly what I'm concerned about is like finding people that like when I take my glasses off, I can see pretty fine. I mean, I can't read anything, but I can see stuff that's more than 5 feet away from my face. So I only need the glasses on to get focus up close, which was really funny because I was like, "Bro, I shot you," and he goes, "Where?" I was like, "Right there on your side." And then he's like, he was doing the whole hand motion. I was like, "All right, whatever, man." And I walked back to respawn, came back out, and then at the end of the thing, the match, I go over to the table, I take my helmet off and everything, I put my glasses on. He goes, "So you can't see shit, you're blind." I was like, I could see just fine. I could do all that. I just can't read up close without glasses, dude. You understand that people can have glasses and still see without their glasses, right?
No, dude. Here's the thing that's always bothered me about that. I don't care. People are like, "I hit you." My motto is, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go respawn and then return that BB to you." Like
I'm gonna
most
give
of
it
the
right
time,
back to you.
most of the time spent arguing, you could have respawned, come back, and shot them.
Yeah. So let me see, just make sure I have the right. So this is the guy that I was talking about that has anger issues. This is the guy that shot me.
No. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy at the top of the stairs got me. Homeboy upstairs got me. Yes.
His own buddy is even telling Tinker, like his own buddy right here, he says, "I got you." He goes, "Yes," because Mr. Blue Shirt here, if you see him come out, he's like, "I got all of you." When he comes out, he shoots there. That person's already hit. He's not even aiming down. He hits the pallet there. He shoots at Damien and hits his thing. It's like, bro, you didn't hit shit. This is the same guy that shot me in the leg because he's pissed off because we took him out. I mean, when I say that there's like several videos of him raging out, um, there we go. This was him overshooting. This was him. There's Tinker overshooting.
Did he just take that and keep walking?
Uh-huh. That's big. That's Big Boy. That's the one that shot me in the face. Took 3 shots, two to like the chin. But yeah, there was also another funny moment where he wanted to get back on his friend's side.
Hey, let him walk back. They're hit. Let him walk back.
This was definitely a funny day of airsoft, let me tell you.
I love that laser telling you that somebody's clearly aiming at you.
Behind the plastic too.
For some reason, I don't use lasers. They work both ways.
That's him yelling in the background again. But the funny one was when he tried to like oh yeah, here it was. Look, they're ripping off the tape so he could be with his boy. Because they wanted to come after us. Mind you, he's walking around without his iPro on. And watch this. They retaped him.
I don't understand people sometimes. Like this isn't even like old man yelling at the clouds moment. I lost faith in humanity a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you want to see more of the things I do? Sure.
Wait, you've never had one shine in your eyes? You are a lucky man.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on where it is, but I mean, when you're in a closer area and all that, it's one of those things. Yeah, I do this quite a bit. I just make it. I make the clips so what I know happened. You know, like this one. This one, I think I literally started one arm shooting. That guy thought he was going to be slick. I didn't fall for it.
Dude, I have had so many lasers shine in my freaking eyes. Not saying they've done it intentionally. You play a really nice field.
Huh?
Most people aren't aiming for the head anyway.
Well, I felt so bad yesterday because the only target people was giving me were their heads.
I mean, depending on terrain and cover, sometimes that's the only shot you got.
Well, like we have like regulars that show up that are cheaters and all that.
No, Joker's got Florida.
Oh, there's the one arm. Huh? I did
He
what?
says y'all got them Florida men to contend with.
Sweet ponage.
Yeah. He's in
That's not full
Florida.
auto. Thread the needle. Yeah, I sometimes, if you guys see like what I need when I name this shit, you see that I do not pull any fucking punches with some of the titles I put in here. um, and it also helps me if I'm putting together if I'm putting together a large group of stuff together, that like if I'm doing a montage or whatever, I can just go through and be like, oh, I need a dick shot. Ding dong.
One for each nut. Ding ding.
That was ponytail again.
Yeah, Ohio Bites,
Ooh.
Ohioans. I don't know what they call themselves. Yeah. I'm not in Ohio at the moment. Currently, I'm in Texas. And next Tuesday, I should be streaming live from the e-bike outpost here in Houston.
That's awesome. So, yeah, it's some of the stuff we do. All right. Let's talk about events, guys. We haven't
Oh, right.
Oh, all right. No, I want to address that right there. Sir Broom and Pew. So um typically I like to I like to be a precision shooter. I don't like to sit there and spray and pray, right? Hold on. However, Tinker sometimes decides that um that he's going to be a bit excessive. Um
I
and when you
actually
tell
want a running tally for 1 month of how many bottles of BBs Tinker goes through so we can do the math.
not as much as you think. Really, it's not as much as you think. It's not that bad. That's Diego. That's one of our teammates. He decided to switch sides to go against us. What's amazing is how fast Tinker is with that trigger. I love this. Dink.
I'm pretty sure like most of the holes in the walls are from Tinker. Like they
So
need a
that
new window, they just call Tinker in.
that's that's Tinker, right? I mean, he could put down some things. So yesterday, oh, that's the video. I need the clips. I need the clips. I need the clips. Yesterday was freaking hilarious. Here's the title: Joker pushes, Tinker sprays. I know you like. It's that same group, the same guy that was like raging and everything else. I got to get Tinker's video on Saturday because he's going to give me where the guy wasn't calling his hits again. But just listen. Tinker literally just put a wave of BBs in there so I can go up and around and just take those guys out.
Raynard's got an LMG, you got a Tinker.
Hell yeah, man. And it was I haven't cut the video from the night game yet, but the night game was funny because so this was like sort of a thing that happened with the ref. So we were told that because we had like there was some yelling going on because that same guy that's like the rage guy that doesn't like to call us hits and everything else is screaming and yelling that the next time that something goes on, that if we're yelling at him, that we're going to go home because Tinker did get into a yelling match with the guy because the guy is literally I don't speak Spanish. I was hoping Trinker was translated before I put this live. Um, where is it at? Dead Man Don't Talk. Right here.
Yo, don't talk. That man don't talk, bro.
He was doing that all day. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. Burp, burp, burp. Let's hope if I share the screen.
Yo, don't talk. That man don't talk, bro.
So he was telling people where we were. He was also telling dead players where Tinker was. So Tinker finally got had enough because Tinker could speak Spanish. So Tinker and that guy just start screaming at each other in Spanish like a game earlier. So the last game of the night was a night game, and I can't wait to see the footage because it's probably going to be extremely energetic with all the BBs and stuff flying around because they just blacked out the field. They just turn off all the lights. So there was a little bit of ambience. The guys are sitting there, no full auto, no full auto. He goes, it's not full auto. And I come in behind to take them all out. So a couple of these guys were still screaming, he's going full auto, full auto. I was like, dude, if you can make that gun go full auto, I'll give you $100. Well, first he pointed at me. I was like, you make my gun go full auto, I'll give you $100 right now. And they said the same thing for Tinkers. Like, we have our guns semi-locked for a reason, for this exact reason. So if somebody goes up and says, oh, you're going full auto. No, we're not. Here you go. So, yeah, funny stuff. Is that the dreaded middle finger technique? I see. Shame. It is very effective, sir, and it works.
All right, I had to add a new button to the soundboard just because of you saying that earlier.
What?
Phrasing.
Yes, Captain, we are running Titans. In fact, oh, there's the thing there. Where the hell is Tinker's gun? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
we're
a strong
running.
believer of 3 shots and I move on. Like even if they don't call it, I'm not gonna let them bug me. I'll just come back and put 3 more on them. I mean, there has been moments, and Joker's got 1 or 2 on film of us looking at each other and just dumping on somebody because they clearly were just not going to call it.
Scotch airs.
Opinions on the Leviathan. Oh god. How can I put this?
How can you put that?
Let me double check something before I make my statement because I want to make sure the price actually did go down. Okay, the prices did actually go down on. So when it comes down to the Leviathan, again, if you are balling on a budget and willing to sacrifice features, it is not a bad Mosfet. However, at their original price point, it was a bit ridiculous. Now that they've come down, it looks like they're either $120 roundabout, depending where you're looking. Just get the Titan. You don't need the Titan Advance. The basic Titan has way more features than the Leviathan. It's way more easily adjustable and way more programmable.
And far less issues.
Far less issues. Also, when it comes down to customer support between the two companies, you call Titan, tell them it's broke. You show them in either video or photo. They tell you to break it and send you a new one. Last time I had to deal with customer support with a Leviathan, it took them 3 weeks to return my phone call.
Here's how good they are, right? I got with the Oka. We had a problem with the gate inside the Oka. All of a sudden, just started firing and not full auto, nonstop, right? Um, tried dealing with Umbrella. Umbrella was being a pain in the ass. So finally, I just decided to call Gate and be like, "Yo, we have a problem. Here's what's going on." And they were trying to say Gate was like saying that it wouldn't be replaced. They go, "What the hell are you talking about? Show us a video." I showed them a video. They go, "Yeah, we're going to replace it." So
Yeah.
I put the two of them on the call, and I was like, and then and Gate wasn't too happy about it either. Like when I did the call, they're like trying to throw me Gate under the bus, and Gate's like, "No, no, you could just replace it," and ended up getting replaced.
Yeah.
You're gonna just I was missing a finger. Hartman's always
Okay.
had
Well, man.
tits. They were just man tits.
Yeah. Movies. But
I
so if you're building an AAG out the gate, if this is your first time doing it, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. It's the first time building an AAG, and you're going with a Titan. Pay somebody else to install the Titan, and if they will let you, watch them do it. Because there's two light sensors on that Titan that if you screw up, if you get oil on, you just pork the whole thing. They're real. Look, dude, it doesn't matter if they're real or fake as long as you got the receipt. They're yours.
By the way, guess what I found?
So you just want to.
Hold on. I hit the wrong button. What the hell?
So you just want to fucking call it? Yep, it was good to me too. Let's play. Hold on.
That was where the crash happened.
Boom.
But yeah. It's sometimes impressive when people do that shit to us.
And then those are the same people that turn around and get upset about being overshot. My general rule of thumb is if I put 3 to 4 rounds in you don't call it, the next 16 are not me overshooting you. They're me checking your safety to make sure you're alive because apparently your pain sensors are turned off. Go for it, bro. If you're gonna do it, do it.
I'm right there with you, bro.
I
What does this
recommend
do?
don't if you don't know what it does, go to YouTube, call somebody before you attempt to do it.
What
I
is
learned the hard way when I first started teching. I bought a crap ton of G&G Raiders dirt cheap off of Craigslist, and I started screwing with them. And I learned what not to break and what other things do.
what does this do? I don't know. Make pew pew far.
Got any idea where to get a new nozzle pin assembly? Well, one, it's a half blowback, so you throw that away and just get a new gun. But if you actually want to replace it, good luck. Glock parts right now it's a drought. I have no idea what's going on. I've got like 3 or 4 guns waiting on parts. It's like 2, 3 months ago, I want to say, you couldn't get Glock mags in anywhere. I have no idea what's going on. Normally, when there's a parts drought, it's because they're about to release something new and they stop focusing on the old product. Um, and there is a whole slew of new things coming out. Like the video I sent Joker earlier was about the new G&G's G3 gearbox. I'm optimistically frightened, if that makes any sense. If it works like they say it works, it's going to be amazing, minus a few things they should have really put more thought into. Um, yeah, I go to Rainbow 8 for a lot of parts too, but you're going to be waiting quite a while. And if what happens to you what happened to me was I ordered parts, They gave me a ship date, they gave me a delivery date, and then they rescinded it and reset it back by like a month because something happened in shipping where it didn't get on the boat or didn't get on the plane. And then they were sold out of it, and I had to wait. The pin
Interesting.
that splits in the slide. I that's which I don't. Oh, absolutely. I built a completely oil silk high capper for somebody, and that was a 4 to 5 month wait on parts. But once it got together, it was sexy. A lot of customers don't understand that when you tell them it's going to be a couple of months for parts. They all, for some reason, everybody's like, "Well, can't you get it done now?" No. Oh, is this it? Yeah. So this is G&G's new baby, which terrifies me because looks like a standard M4. If you notice, there was no hop up in there.
There is. It's just yeah. The
There it
hop
is
up you hop it up, you adjust the hop up here.
with a tool, which is my major problem. Now, granted, somebody's probably going to make an aftermarket TDC dial or something, but the fact that it currently out the box requires a tool to adjust your hop up is annoying. I think it's a step backwards.
I like that.
Yep, gas tube's the hop up. And I think this is going to go to the breakaway.
Yeah.
Split gearbox. The hop up and inner barrel are locked into the upper. So it's almost like an MTW, which is where they think they got the idea from this. This is the other thing that bothers me. That blue box is the Mosfet. It's quick change. From a tech point of view, awesome. From a customer point of view, how often are you expecting your MOSFET to break that you made it quick change?
What does it mean? It's quick change that you can add a quick change gate to it?
No, gates won't fit in that gearbox. That is not a standard version 2 gearbox. It's not even a standard version 2.5 gearbox. It comes with a remote, which again, awesome. However, I don't want something else I can lose. If it were app functionality, awesome. It's full. It's got 3 IR sensors in it. One they just showed where the power cuts off if there's no BB to feed. So you actually have to use the bolt assist to load the next BB. Sorry, the bolt cache, not the bolt assist. So again, it's basically the AEG version of the MTW, but there's some features I wish they would have put more thought into. Like the hop up really bugs me. I love the way they did it. I love the fact that it creates a perfect ear seal with the way they did the hop up and where they're on everything else. But it's got 3 IR sensors in it, which is my point is something else that's going to break. Also, I don't understand. I need to get one to figure out how much battery usage you're going to go through running 3 sensors.
Hmm.
And again, if they would have just extended that screw and made it a knob, that would have eliminated my complaint. Anybody that's ever been outdoor playing and have to adjust it for windage with your hop up, I'm not running around with a screwdriver just to adjust my hop up.
That's freaking hilarious. I don't know why people give that guy so much hard times. He tried something. It didn't work. He just did not respond to the trolls correctly. All right, let's talk a little bit about events. Pause this. All right. We got Scorched Earth coming up. We have Operation Hades coming up. So let's talk a little bit about Operation Hades. That's in a week from tomorrow, or sorry, a week from Saturday, October 15th. It's going to be in Hollywood, Florida, at Extreme Rage Paintball Park, hosted by Hefe Airsoft Solutions. So you guys can go to hefeairsoft-solutions.com and check out the event. It's going to be a zombie game. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be playing. And hopefully I'm turning a whole bunch of people into zombies. That's my goal. It sure looks like a fun event. I think it's Hefe Airsoft's first event that he's bringing live. And the funny thing is that people from Pennsylvania heard about it. Like Sean DeLong heard about it. He goes, "I see you're going to that thing." I was like, "Bro, it's a hell of a drive for you to come to a one-day event down here, and it's going to be a smaller event on a smaller field." I know Hefe probably didn't want to hear me say that, advising people not to make that drive, but that's a hell of a drive. um, so why is here? Here is the player packet for that. That was weird.
I have no idea what just happened.
I don't know either. I went to just do Control V to paste Hefe Airsoft Solution. All of a sudden, the entire thing refreshes. Awesome, Paul. You have fun with that, sir. I'm glad they still have that open, man. Considering Hollow Scream, that's in Tampa, right? Just in case you all didn't notice, if you were at Geigerland, you noticed. This is Paul's jam right here. This time of year is Paul's jam 100%. Oh, at SeaWorld? Okay, cool.
I mean, isn't all of Florida SeaWorld right now?
Too soon, bro. Too soon. Too soon. Triggered. Dude, you have no idea how triggered I am with fucking that shit right now. Oh, God. I'm going to be good. 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 That's strike one for you, sir. You almost pushed that button, sir.
I can push the button. I have several buttons.
I've been angry this past week. Don't make it worse. Woosah. Woosah. Anyways, so come out to Operation Hades. It looks like it's going to be a fun day of airsoft. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, so it should be a hell of a lot of fun. I'll be out there. Like I said, I'm going to try to go full zombie. I'm going to try to do some makeup and shit and make this look really good and have some fun. The next event, which a lot of you guys have heard us talk about, and we definitely going to be showcasing. No, that's doesn't like doing copy and paste on the same one. Oh, man. Let's try this again, shall we? Scorched Earth. It is the next in our line of events that are coming out at the prison. It will be our last one at the prison for this year. Um, it is November 4th through the 6th. It's going to be um, technically a 3-day milsim, so there will be Friday night games. There's no JTF mission this year. There's going to be you all can camp out in the parking lot. Tomorrow, I will do my best to make sure I get the hotels all booked up and set up and all that stuff for you guys that need hotel rooms and all that. I'll try to get a hotel room blocked together. Um, if when I say it's just been a hell of a time this past couple of weeks, it's been a hell of a time these past couple of weeks. It's been unreal, just all the shit that has just come down the line. Um, that I've been dealing with, what Sin's been dealing with. Um, so it's just been a hell of a lot of craziness going on. And when it comes down to Scorched Earth, I mean, there's if you guys never been to the prison before, it's a really fun location to play at. There's a lot of places to move around. There's a lot of good spots to shoot from. We have a lot of cool props and everything else. And that just reminded me about something. There's so Scorched Earth. Let's see here. Got us, Devin. Hot tubs for tubs. I need that on a patch. Oh, I know a guy. um, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. It's gonna be green versus tan. It's gonna be a straight Milsim event. There's gonna be no special things. There will be a couple of NPCs roaming around, so it should be a lot of fun and everything else. So if you guys are looking forward to this event, come on out. We're gonna have a blast with it. We really are looking forward to um, having a really awesome event at this location, the last one for the year, while we roll into next year for like getting things ready for Syndicate 3, Geigerlands 2, Scorched Earth 2, and whatever the fourth event that we're going to list there. So we plan to keep bringing you guys awesome events at this location. So definitely take the if you haven't if you've been waiting to get tickets, get them now. Um, we obviously don't want to have you all scrambling at the last second. Plus, it lets us know how much resources we have to buy to bring out to the event to the location.
Because
So
brisket ain't cheap.
no, brisket ain't cheap at all. Although I'm making a brisket this weekend.
Also, Scorched Earth, come out and blow up your friends. Just saying.
uh, all right. What questions does everybody have right now?
Brisket.
Brisket.
I mean, Wolfman, I don't kink shame. I just kink ask why so I can make informed decisions.
Yeah, we're gonna have some stuff that we're gonna talk about. I got a quick tech question. What's that question? Syndicate 3, we already have our information up there. Me like meat. That's good to hear. You guys should start seeing more advertisements and stuff for the things that's there. It's just like, I don't know, man.
That's not a wait. What? The weather
Maybe
like in Georgia in February. It's Georgia. The weather goes from hot to humid to really hot to why am I outside?
well, no, in Georgia, it's probably going to be like in the between 40 and 60 degrees.
Okay,
in
let me
Georgia
let me
December.
rephrase that statement then. It depends where you're from. If you're from Florida, it's a cool day.
It's wintertime.
Anywhere else in the world, it's hot.
There you go. There's a good question for you.
Some upgrade made GM knows the piston head scrapes digs into the cylinder. Any ideas? So, the cylinder head should have padding around it. Chances are there's not enough padding, or the cylinder head and the cylinder combo are a mismatch. Sorry, the piston head and the cylinder may be a mismatch. Yeah, like Boom says, lube. I use PTF grease. I use PTF grease. So if you're pulling it apart and there's like play, or like if you can wiggle it around the piston and there's room, then it's a mismatch on your head. Hopefully you don't have a sorbo pad on it, which are the biggest scam in airsoft. No, you're not wrong. Lube. Without seeing it, I can't tell you exactly what's wrong with it. Chances are you don't have enough padding, or there is a spring misalignment. Like if it's scraping to one side consistently, your spring's misaligned. If it's pretty consistent, then there's a problem with your piston head and your cylinder's compatibility. If you have a crap ton of wiggle room moving around, then you need padding. It could be like one of 4 different things, depending on how it's actually doing it. Sorry, I can't be more concise. That's one of the problems with some tech questions. Unless it's in front of me, I can't tell you. I can give you a long list of what it could be, but I can't tell you what it is.
Don't ask me about the tech shit. That's what I have him for.
Sure.
All right. This one's we're probably going to go to pot, guys. Mostly because I'll have my access to my live stream on my TikTok account back, and I plan to say some shit and get my live stream taken away again. Evidently, Karens don't like it when you state facts. El Garcia, how'd you fare during the storm, brother? Are you underwater? Buck's back. Can't hear Buck. You sound like a Republican. Oh, fuck you. Look, I have a strong and firm conviction on this one, and I've been saying it for decades. Decades. I've been saying it forever. Politicians should stay the hell away. No. I'm going to say it right. Politicians stay the fuck away from a disaster zone for at least 2 weeks after a disaster. At least 2 weeks. Why? Because when there's a lot of destruction in a disaster area and they come rolling in with their VIP fucking status, it shuts down relief efforts.
Dude, it was said before, politicians are like diapers and should be changed just as often for the same reason.
Buck Wolfman says twerk for $10. He'll donate $10 to us.
Nobody wants to see that. All right, so Diesel, it sounds like your actual spring guide is misaligned. If it's consistently scraping at the bottom, that means your spring guide, for some reason, is cameras over here is tipping tipping down when it pushes in, which is causing that. I would check your spring guide and make sure it's the right one for the build. And if it isn't, depending on what you're building, there's a couple other ways to go about it. Chances are your spring guide's misaligned. Stock SEMA, piston head, and cylinder. Yeah, those things have a lot of play in them.
See, Garcia knows what I'm talking about. Fucking DeSantis showed up at Arcadia while it's actively flooding because Orlando said, we're opening all the gates. We're getting all the water away. Fuck everybody south from us. And as Arcadia is actively flooding, the DeSantis comes strolling on in with his white boots and like, I want to go on a boat ride. So we had to stop relief efforts and search and rescue efforts for 2 fucking hours while DeSantis gets to ride around on a boat.
First thing you should buy to upgrade my Vulcan mod into a DMR.
Shake
Barrel
it,
and hop
shake it.
up.
Yeah. D-hop barrel, baby. I just see a hand. That's not twerking it. Oh, shit. I forgot.
Nope.
You know what I need to make?
Oh, God, there's 2 of them getting out of
It's
hand.
good. We're good. We're good. Also, I want to take a second to give the wife a appreciation real quick because you can't go wrong with a lightsaber for a birthday gift.
Your wife got you a lightsaber?
For a birthday gift, and it's
You
fucking
do not
sick.
deserve that woman.
I know. Don't remind me. I suck. It's got motion effects, god damn it. Can just fucking right there. It's fantastic. I fucking love this.
You don't do the D-Hop tubs. You go to deadendoutfitters.com. You can order it from them. It's a proprietary patch system done by Papa over at DEO. And we don't know what he does. I think Joker described it best is it's magic and rainbows that make it pew pew far.
No, I said it's unicorn farts and pixie dust make it go pew pew far.
There you go.
Pew pew
Because I've been in DEO shop and I've watched Papa make these barrels, and I am not a chemist, but it's a custom cured patch to the barrel that it's proprietary to his formula, and literally it blows every other patch barrel I've ever used out of the water.
AKA ain't nobody got shit on Papa.
That's not what I wanted that to do. What the fuck?
So you can donate to Mark. Absolutely. Donate to Mark. Or you can donate to me and feed me.
Well, my donations are going to something a little bit more important than just feeding your belly, sir.
Yeah, you're right. I suck. I know.
That's gonna bug me for a while now, Diesel, because I really want to know what it is. I have tech ADD. I try to solve too many problems at the same time. See, now you're making me upset because I didn't bring mine with me down here to Texas. But mine, when it boots up, plays the Pornhub theme. And when it powers down, it plays the Windows Power Down theme.
I have a bunch of different sound fonts, so I can change it. Nope, wrong one. That is the wrong command.
There we go.
Motion control on.
All right, we are still. All right, there we go. Sorry.
All right. Any
Well,
other
they're
tech
out of
questions?
size of every. They're out of size on everything right now, guys. DEO shop got hit head on by the hurricane. What I mean by head on is the shop was in the eye of the storm.
Yeah, if you didn't see the video, Papa posted on his Facebook page.
Will you turn that fucking?
It was a misclick. My bad.
Put it down. Put it down.
No.
Put it down. Put it down.
The tip is bulbous. I'll shove.
Was that you, Boom and Pew, that knocked the guy onto the ground with the damn lightsaber and I had to respond? Oh,
You
speaking
putting
of
it
which,
down? Am I going to unmute you now? I'm going to take you out of timeout. Buck's mad. Twerk for the $10.
That oh
What the fuck was
Nope.
that?
Nope. Nope.
It was a
Nope.
joke. Plus, you can't even see my ass.
Nope.
Okay. Who's got the soundboard?
Sin does.
When did you get a soundboard?
I've had a soundboard.
When did you start utilizing said soundboard?
Today he was testing it out on me. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
I had to get everything connected back up. There's a bunch of software updates that can screw everything up.
Fair enough.
Are you having fun?
Gert, I think the answer is that they can come with a hop up on there, but usually he uses ProWind. ProWind. He considers the Hoppa considers the Max Pro to be over engineered.
It is over engineered. Here's the thing: with the D-Hop barrel on it, all you really don't need it. You don't need the Max Hop Up. You don't need a Phoenix. You don't need. I don't understand how it works, but he's done a demo with a crappy G&G plastic hop up on it, and the gun still was zinging lasers.
Yes, it was. Yes, it does. It's good to go.
Also, quick question.
Okay,
Because I'm now staying on site this year, would anybody like me to bring some homemade cider? Because I've been making homemade cider.
Is it actual homemade cider, or are you?
Yeah,
trying
like
to
I straight up juiced my own apples.
Phrasing.
It is made with a blend of 4 different types of apples. If anybody does want it, it's Honey Crisps, Snow Sweets, Pink Galas, Pink Ladies and Galas. If you want some, let me know. I'll be bottling it in a day or
if you
two.
want some, let me know.
So, anybody got any other tech questions while we're in this mode? Anyway.
Yeah, because we're only going to go for about another 15 minutes, guys. Like I said, I got a crap ton of shit to do.
Hard or regular? It's regular.
So, while people are asking the questions, I'll tell a bad story. Did I already tell what happened to my truck?
I can make it hard if
Yes.
anybody wants it.
I
just
did?
need to
Okay.
have like 3 shots of Everclear. Because I've got Everclear on tap. It's fine.
I've been,
You.
see you later, Boom Q.
All right, thanks a lot, Sir Few. Thanks for watching. Thanks for doing on. Now, this is obviously the time that if you guys are seeing this stuff across the bottom of the screen, this is all going to our hurricane relief that we're doing. So anything that's being donated to all these different areas, either Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, wherever you guys send it to, it's all going for us to get water, food, and everything else to bring it over to the hardest impacted areas of the storm. I'm making daily trips over there to get things set up. So far we've delivered 5 pallets of water. I think I want to say 300 things of canned goods. I want to say 10 cases of diapers. And some various miscellaneous clothes and all that. And almost robbed for my gas. That was fun.
You were almost robbed for your gas.
Yeah, that was fun.
Cash money.
They learned a lesson the real quick way when it was Wednesday right after the storm. I was digging this little old lady out of her house. She literally had. You want to talk about Mother Nature saying you're not allowed to leave your house? Big ass oak tree goes across her front door and driveway. The big branch from the oak tree is actually holding her door shut. She can't open and there's no power even if she wanted to. She can't open the driveway, the garage door. The back door, like a black olive, goes down, takes out the porch, knocks the porch down, so the entire porch is now a giant storm wall. So it stops the door from going through. Now, the cool thing about that was it stopped the flooding from coming in because evidently that happened before the flooding started. And then along the side of her house, like the door that goes out of her garage, a
Mhm.
palm tree went down, took out her AC unit, and is blocking that door. And this is a 55 and older assisted living facility, like one of those older communities. And as I go in there, I go pulling up. There's like a whole bunch of older people that's looking around, saying what they're trying to do. I was like, "Y'all need some help?" They go, "Yeah." So I go up there. I have tools in the toolbox. I pull the tools out. I pull the tow chains out. Pull the tree away from the door far enough to where they can open the door and come in. She get out the front door. And then we pulled the tree. All ended up cutting up and pulling the tree away. I say I can't do anything about the palm tree because I don't want to screw that up anymore. Got you out. And I said, let me get you. Let's see about the back. I was like, I can move this tree. So I go into the backyard. As I go to the backyard, there's like a 35-foot boat perfectly placed in her backyard. And the boat looks brand new. It still has its keys in the ignition. So this boat is perfectly placed in the backyard. And I looked at it, I was like, nice boat. She goes, I don't own a boat. I said, I think you do now. I was like, where's the nearest canal? A quarter mile that way. The boat floated and went down right there.
So now she has a boat.
She has a boat now. And there was a lot of that, man. When you're driving around and all of a sudden you see boats in the weirdest places. So you can just tell just how far inland this water went.
Yeah,
It's
this is
amazing.
a bad one. This is definitely a bad fucking storm.
Well, Fort Myers Beach was 18-foot storm surge. And most people don't know what an 18-foot storm surge looks like.
Unfortunately, I do.
But a lot of other people don't. So don't worry. I have a video for that.
Oh, God. Also, nice mini nuke in the back there.
I know. That's the one I got from Goggleheads. So I just want to point something else out while we're watching this here. That sign itself is over 8 feet tall.
Oh, my fucking God.
This is Fort Myers Beach. This camera that you're looking at is 20 feet up in the air.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, wait. No, it gets better.
Mark, I hate to say this, but maybe you should consider getting out of Florida.
I'm not
I
on
think
Fort Myers
everybody
Beach.
should get out of Florida, but that's just me.
No, I'm
I
saying
can't see it.
You can't see it?
That's a switch. Usually we can't see it.
Pause it, maybe. Y'all really can't see this?
I can see it.
If you could see it and Sin can see it, why can't they see it?
Huh.
Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
What?
It won't.
No, I thought you had like a solution or a reason as to why.
No, it looks like the video is lagging because it's not even. It's still showing us in 3-channel on the live stream, or the 3 squares.
I paused it for a second here. Let me try this. Closing some shit out, see if that frees up some fucking resources and shit.
Do you
I don't
need
have a lot open.
Do you need a computer upgrade, my friend?
No, I shouldn't. This fucking computer. Oh, that could be why.
Text me your specs, because if there's something I notice, I might.
No,
be able to
I know
offer
it's. I know what it is. I just realized what it is. It's
what was it?
The fact that I have like 30 fucking tabs open on this other screen.
Oh, nailed it. A plus.
Let's do my quick checks on power. Oh, that's such a great thing to see.
Yeah, right now it's just showing 3 squares still. All
right, let me try. Stop sharing. Let's try resharing without the audio and see if that helps. Can you all see that?
Hold on. No, it just flickered and then went right back.
So you guys don't see anything going right now?
No, it put us right back into the 3 squares we were earlier.
What about now?
Nope, still in the 3 squares. Hold up, there it goes.
I see it.
So all right, let's go back to this. This is how it started. And that sign right here, can you all see the sign?
Yep.
That was 8 feet tall. This camera's 20 feet up in the air. Just keep the eye on the red house. Keep the eye on the fruit.
What the... I mean, that's no longer a house. That's a boat.
That house was 14 feet up in the air. Shut the hell up, Stu.
Dude, I'm still rocking a 1080 that's liquid cooled with 164 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 3000 series.
Most people aren't using, or most manufacturers have steered away from liquid cooled GPUs now. Also, the Ryzen 3000 series is still decently new. It's not as new as most of them, but it's still good.
That's what happened when my ex jumps in the pond.
That house gone. They moved 3 blocks down.
That house is all the way over there. Was there, moved there. So that's what an 18-foot storm surge looks like. So with this particular storm, it was, there we go. It was bad. It was really bad. And, it's like the shit I've seen so far is out there. I'm just... The other thing is, like, when you see... There's some videos of Sanibel Island, right? Where they got on there, they got the raw video and everything else. I wasn't allowed to go on to Sanibel Island. They were keeping a lot of people restricted Thursday and Friday when we were trying to get over there. And they also restricted us from certain areas on Fort Myers Beach because they were, even on Friday and Saturday, it was, while they're still doing search and rescue efforts, it was more of casualty recovery efforts. So it's kind of bad, and the wife forced me, after some of the shit I seen, to stay home. So that's why I didn't go yesterday, and instead I played Airsoft. But I would not be surprised if you guys see in the next coming weeks that some of those condos on the beach are falling, because the erosion channels go all the way up to like the foundations of some of these hotels.
That is crazy. It's like one of those, I don't want to move to Florida. That was an example. I also don't want to move to Oklahoma or Nevada because they live in an area called Tornado Alley.
Uh-huh.
Why would I live in a place named after natural disasters?
So look. When it comes down to hurricanes, you could see them coming. You could adequately prepare, and you could be safe.
Or
it's just that you just have to look and see. Tornadoes?
This is crazy.
Hold on.
Don't live in a place called Tornado Alley.
I was going to say, tornadoes are a different story altogether. They could just, hi, I'm here.
Rename Florida into Waterworld.
I'm sorry, but there is no way I'd live in Florida knowing that it's sinking. Just period.
They're currently in a race with California.
Which one's quicker to wipe out their entire population?
Yeah, it's, you know what? When it comes down to all the natural disasters that are out there, I would take the hurricanes. I've been in the middle of 5. There's only 2 I haven't been in the middle of.
Which
So,
were?
Ian, I was in the middle of Ian, and Francis, I think it was.
Francis was what, like 4 or 5 years ago?
No, that was in 2004.
Okay, so you've been through
The
5.
summer of 2004, where if you were a student at that time, you got an entire month off of school because Florida got hit with 3 hurricanes.
See, you say that, but one would argue 5 is 5 too many.
I'm 45 years old. I'm just saying.
Right, Tubbs?
Okay. All right. So the only ones that hit me in my house that I was living in directly was Wilma and Irma. That's it. The rest of them, I was in different areas when the storm hit. Oh, I guess Matthew technically just went up the coast and hit us with up the coast. But no, I don't think blizzards are easier to deal with.
Yeah, they
Your
are.
asses are.
You just stay home.
Same thing with hurricanes. You just stay the fuck home.
Yeah, but in case in point, your home can end up 3 blocks away.
Well, that's because they live on Fort Myers fucking beach or Sanibel Island or
Okay,
on
here's
the
the difference here, Joker.
No. You all listen to this shit. You all need to fucking listen. And you all need to pay close attention. There are certain areas on this planet that we should not live. Barrier fucking islands is not one of them. Why? Because they're barrier fucking islands. They're designed, the way that they're made was essentially storm buffers, is what they are. That's why they were there. Those barrier islands never should have been developed and done everything else. So that way all the storm surges get to barrier islands and then go into the channels and go through. I don't think Cape Coral got more than 5 or 7 feet of water going in there. And I don't even think Papa Shop got flooded all the way. Like Fort Myers, it went from one end of the island to the other end of the island. It submerged the entire fucking island and then hit the other land. So where I'm at, I'm 12 miles inland. If there's a 18-foot storm surge, there's plenty of shit between me and that storm surge that's going to stop the water from getting to me. Now there might be water and shit on the ground and everything else, but like Orlando had flooding, but it wasn't because the storm surge was coming in and pushing it. It was just rainwater falling down. So there's 2 different types of floods that are there: rushing floodwaters and rainwater, standing water. Yeah.
Diesel, the reason why we listen to the Florida man is because we know that he has access to something that will end up with him eating our faces.
Yeah,
let's not have a repeat of 2012.
Yeah, Gert, I heard about Glock making an AR-15 and we'll see how it goes.
It's just been Florida's a great state to live in because we could see all of our natural disasters coming. Okay.
One would argue that Florida is a natural disaster.
That's the exciting part of living here.
But no, like a blizzard, man, you stay inside, you make some hot chocolate.
Worst case scenario, you lose a bit of your roof, like it caves in a bit, which is not
hold on.
It's not an extravagant fucking repair because you've got multiple layers of insulation.
In a bit. So here's the thing, right? 90% of Florida. Well, I guess once they're done rebuilding Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel Island, it'll probably be close to like 93% of Florida. The building codes are so strong because of Andrew that the houses stand up really good to hurricanes. In fact, when
you're missing some. I'm just saying.
Huh?
I was saying you're missing some. So are you really sure that they really stand up to that?
Well, here's the thing, right? So you're going on the serious side of it. The houses in an old Fort Myers Beach, they call that Old Florida. It's like one of the last vestiges of Old Florida, sort of like the Keys are one of the last vestiges. when the storms come through and damage those homes, they have to be rebuilt to the current standards, which are a hell of a lot stronger than they were when those other ones put in. But right where the 150-mile-an-hour winds were the strongest and everything else, most of the houses windstorm damage was just missing shingles, which I mean, it sucks because the roof has to come in and be reshingled and everything else. But there was homes that were right on the water of Cape Coral that took the brunt of the full 150 force winds. Dude lost one ceiling, one roof tile. His neighbor lost like a whole bunch. And I said, if you only need the one, there's one right there. And he goes, yeah, all the contractors have to be bonded and certified. I mean, it's the amount of codes that go in there. You guys will be impressed. Like houses in Florida can get hit by tornadoes, and they'll stay mostly intact. Like F2s, F3s, even probably an F4, they'll probably stay mostly intact because we have some of the strongest building codes in the nation. I think the only ones that have stronger building codes is most of California. That's like where a lot of the realities and stuff are for that. So, I lived in Orlando during Andrew. Then you saw almost absolutely nothing, sir. But it was because of Andrew is the reason why the building codes are so strict down here. Andrew leveled an entire city. Homestead got wiped the hell out. And since then it went there. Yeah, that's how I lost my tree, Jay. My damage, and I was so pissed about this. After the storm passed, like on Wednesday when the storm's like mostly leaving us behind, or on Tuesday when most of the storms leaving us behind, I walked the neighborhood to see what else. What are we missing? Like, who else had damage? We cannot be the only house with damage. I lost one tree and one roof shingle. I can't hear you. Our tree, and it went down because the property right next door to me floods with a lot of rain, and the wind, it just soggy ground. The tree was going like this, down, 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 and it just laid gently against the fence. So that tree is now gone. What's up, Brett? How you doing?
Sorry, wife was asking questions because apparently our old electric razor broke.
Give me 1 second here. All right. I gotta get going too. Yeah, exactly, Jay. I mean, this was also a Jamaican strawberry tree, so it was actually a really cool tree. It's a nice shade tree and everything else. So yeah. Stop using the phone. Irene, that's the other one that I was missing. So eight storms. All right. So does anybody have anything else for us? Because if not, I got a bunch of shit I got to do.
That's all I got, man. I got to get ready. I'm going to be at Texas Renaissance Festival from here on out. So I'm down here in Houston. I'll be at High Grounds Airsoft for their grand opening. And next Tuesday I should be filming live from their show floor.
News for me is hopefully with everything going on right now, we are now out of planning stage for the field, which very exciting. We are moving into presentation phase for loans and things of that nature. So we are getting ready to hit the ground. Very exciting. Looking forward. By the way, the name of the field when it is up and running will be Siege Arena is the name we settled on.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Excited. Finally gonna have my own field. will be primarily indoors, roughly 30,000 square feet, and we will have a pro shop.
Awesome.
So
That's
Big-
badass.
big things are coming soon.
Cool, bro. Diesel, yes, the flower bed, the yard, the grass, the trees, the neighbor's yard, grass and trees. Everything was watered real well. There was water. Where's it going to be at? Where's that at, Buck?
Oh, it will be in Ravenna, New York. It is 15 minutes south of Albany, or 20 minutes south, roughly, give or take how fast you drive, if you're an asshole or not, like me.
I know that feeling real well.
Not that far from Pittsburgh.
guys.
I mean, I don't have a. I can fucking. Let's take a look. Google Maps.
So, guys, if you also haven't gotten your tickets for Geigerlands, please do so now. For the
Scorched
OBH
Earth.
Geigerlands. Fuck. I was looking at the damn tickers. For Scorched Earth, please do so now. And this will be our last event of the year, and we need to know how many of you degenerates are coming so we can plan accordingly. The hell's going on here? All right. So you searching to see how?
Yeah, I'm checking to see how far away it is.
Can somebody open a field closer to my state, please?
From Pittsburgh, it is 7 hours and 28 minutes drive.
No,
So,
Jay.
no, not close.
No JTF for this one. Instead, we're going to be doing a night game instead.
We are excited for the night game. Couple of my new boys are really itching to get into it, so should be fun. We'll be ordering our tickets next week. I think next Friday.
Good, because we really need it.
Yeah, next Friday I'll be ordering my ticket. It's close to my limit is 10 hours for a weekend. I mean, yeah, there's also a really big parking spot, and I don't really have a problem if anybody wants to like sleep in their car or if they want to bring a fucking trailer out or anything like that. It's a big enough property. One of my buddies is he pretty much lives out of an RV. He's going to be pretty much stationing it there permanently once the field is fully set. So, by all means. Just south of Ravenna, there's a place called Coxsackie. Yeah, I know. We know. I used to live in that town.
Sorry, what's the name of that town again?
Technically, it's not Coxsackie. It's West Coxsackie, and it's West Coxsackie is the proper pronunciation. It's Coxsackie. Hotel for hot tubs. Fair enough. I don't know what the closest... Sweetheart! Cass... What's the closest hotel to here?
Best Western on the Thruway.
Best Western, just outside the Thruway in, you guessed it, Coxsackie. So yeah, when the field is actually getting finalized and we actually have the property, I will let you guys know, and I will let you guys know when we have a opening day. Is
Awesome.
it an indoor field? It is almost fully an indoor field. We're only planning on opening up a small section of the property to an outdoor section. The area that the building that we have scouted out for it is a abandoned cannery. So we're planning on doing a lot of destruction before we we have it open to the public.
Awesome.
It does have a honeymoon suite.
When it comes down to these
You couldn't hear me
like
over
these
the
captures now, it says please select all pictures of boats, and there's 3 houses in these pictures. I'm really conflicted of what I push.
Nice. Real nice. Stu, I'll tell you what. If you get the honeymoon suite, I'll put the bulbous tip to some good use. Just for you.
That is wrong. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and say we're going to call it a night tonight. So I want to thank everybody for coming on, everybody for sticking with us. We're going to get back to the fun shit next week of all the cool things. Oh, one more quick announcement. Battlebug 1.0 has been taken away for its final visit with the Crusher.
Oof. Unfortunate.
But Battlebug 2.0 is up and running, ready to go. We can't wait to get this one going. So we're going to start getting work on it right away. So if you guys have any questions on it, we'll be showing it off. I've been driving the Battlebug 2.0 all the way over to the West Coast like 3 or 4 days this week. So it's a lot of fun to drive. It's getting there. So with that being said, my exit on it. We're going to go ahead and end this for today. In case you guys have any last questions. Obviously, first and foremost, it's the first time you guys coming here. Make sure you smash that follow button. Hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we update new videos. We should be putting shorts back up again every single day of the week. Plus, we stream twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, unless there's a natural disaster in the area.
Or they're off on a game or event or a con or...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shush! You could also support us by hitting one of those membership options. All the money goes to making sure the channel gets all the fun stuff that the channel needs to keep going and moving forward. You could catch us next at Operation Hades, which is October 15th right here in Hollywood, Florida. Check out hefeairsoft.solutions.com for more information on that. Our next event is going to be at Scorched Earth up at the Crescent Prison. Check out obhmilsom.com for more details on that event. And then after that, we're going to have a few more things rolling through. So until next time, I'm Joker for Players Wanted. The man with the high cap. He pointed his finger with the gun, and my gun went right to the gun. The man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs.
You're right, Smurf. I don't have a life. Use code JUSTBUCK for your 10% off your ticket.
And Buck.
And Buck. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents call your hits. Call your fucking hits!